Whenever I hear people say things like, I can't go to the gym because I'm studying, I don't have time to go to the gym because I'm studying, or something along those lines, my instant reaction is always, okay, I guess you'll never have a good physique then. I guess when you die and you're on your deathbed, you can always say, I never had a good physique because I was studying, or I was working, or I had this. Right? You've always had a valid excuse, and no matter how valid your excuse is, the bottom line is you're never going to have a good physique. And this is not just to do with the physique, it's just the example I'm using. There's a bunch of different things in life that we all do this for. And that's fine. Not everyone has to have a good physique. But the matter of fact is you need to be okay with the fact that you're never going to have a good physique. I feel like people give these excuses thinking, I don't know what you expect. Honestly, if you say, I don't have time to go to the gym because of this, however valid that excuse is, the bottom line is you're never going to have a good physique. And you better be okay with that. Because if you're not, you only got yourself to blame. And what's the point I'm trying to make with this analogy? It is that you don't have time because you don't prioritize. Right? I want you to picture this. Picture that dad who's lived, the typical life. He's gone to college and everything, and he works. He works 9 to 5. He comes back on Friday evening. He drinks a beer with the boys, watches football on Sundays. He works really hard, and he comes back home and he just eats. He's got a belly, right? He's got a beer belly. He doesn't eat very well. And then one day, he's like 44, has a heart attack. He doesn't die, but he has a heart attack, a pretty serious heart attack, and his doctor tells him, you need to change up your diet. You need to start eating this. You need to drop beer. You need to stop having alcohol and everything. Within the flip of a switch, he's changed instantly. He's a changed man. Doesn't drink anymore. His diet is clean. The doctors told him to cut out red meat. Even though he loves barbecues, he loves biltong, something South Africa. I don't know what you guys call it overseas, but in South Africa we have something called biltong. Or you guys call it beef jerky, right? He gets rid of all of that. Why? Because all of a sudden, his health and fitness has taken priority over everything else. He's taking priority over the things he loves to partake in to escape, his crappy life. He comes home from a very long day at work, at a job he hates. What does he do? He loves to eat. He loves to indulge. He's gonna quit all of that. He's gonna quit the beer. He's gonna quit the football game that he looks forward to every weekend. Right? He's gonna be exercising. Why? Because his life has taken priority over everything, even his work. He's no longer working like those extra hours. If say maybe he'd work late and then he'd come back late and then he'd wake up late and he wouldn't have time to work out. Now he has to wake up early in the morning to work out. He's going to have to lose out on like overtime. He's okay with that because what's number one on his priority list? It's getting fit so he doesn't die, so he doesn't have another heart attack, so he doesn't die, right? And that's the same with you in anything else that you do. You don't have time to do whatever it is that you're complaining about because you don't prioritize it. And once you start looking at everything that you want to do through that lens, it simplifies everything, right? I was watching like Kevin Samuels. I was watching some of his videos, and there'd always be people coming in like complaining to him or asking for advice, and it'll be like just these guys. You can hear their stories. They're like, it's a dumb, like the excuses they give him are so stupid. Kevin, he's just cutthroat. Right? You're just cutthroat. You just say, oh, that's simple. You're not serious. I don't know if you've ever spoken to I know like people like my dad, that kind of generation. You tell them like your problems, and they just tell you like they lay it out in black and white for you. You're not serious, right? And that is the same lens you need to look at all your problems in life. You're not serious about it. You can make a decision, right? An example I can give you is people who are trying on the Kevin Samuels show. People will be trying to start like businesses, right? And they'll be saying, "Oh, I've drawn up he'd ask him questions. Okay, have you drawn up your business plan? Do you have a coach? Or are you paying money for a coach? What's your marketing plan? How much are you spending on marketing? What's stopping you from jumping to your business?" And simplified questions like that, they'd answer them, and he would just be like, "You're not serious." Right, because it's just these excuses, and you start to hear it, and when you're watching that, it's kind of like that guy is not serious, but you do the same thing in your life, and that's just the point I'm trying to make in the video. You do not have time because you do not prioritize. Get serious with whatever your goals are. You don't have to get serious with everything. You don't have to prioritize everything. You can't prioritize everything, but the things that you do want to prioritize, you know what those are. You will prioritize them. If you want to have a good physique and you're one of those guys who's been saying, I don't have time, or whatever it is, that's BS. Those are just excuses. You can wake up early. If you have to cut out on sleep, and you don't even have to cut out on sleep, right? There's something else that's taking up time. Whatever it is, you know what it is. You've got time to do an hour of working out every day. You've always got time. Prioritize. Make sure you hit subscribe to join the Self Improvement Brotherhood. And until next time, I'll see you boys.